in my eyes, clouded, my vision. Inhale, exhale, 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 breathe, break free.
Pisces, what's going on, y'all? So I want to get into a reading for you guys, and honestly I don't really want to do a format, in my meditation time with you guys. One word kept on coming up, and that word was actually reprobate. And reprobate just speaks on disapproval, or just some sort of disapproval. And I feel like it's possible that you guys may be surrounded by some energies that may be disapproving of what it is you're doing. Maybe they're disapproving of your hopes, your dreams. Maybe it's something you're doing. Maybe it's your lifestyle choices. But I feel like there's something here that's telling you to stand your ground and stand firm on who it is you are, because you yourself give room and allow people in your personal spaces to be who they are without any judgment from you. And I feel like that's very, very interesting. I feel like it's also caused you guys to be in a space where you are more hermit-like, but it's definitely more purposeful than you just being suspended for no given reason. It's not about you hiding from the world or hiding yourself from society. I feel like you're just looking for inner development, inner growth, some understanding on how to get direction for a wish fulfillment. Shuffling, I see the High Priestess. I do feel like you're using your intuition more than speaking. You're listening. You're allowing people to say what it is they need to say to you, or whatever it is, but you're also deciphering what feels true to you by going through your gut instincts. And when notions of something that doesn't feel right to you become apparent, you don't ignore those anymore. I'm seeing a lot of growth here, Pisces. But let's just get into something that it is you guys need to know. So, Spirit of the Most High, angels, ancestors, ascended masters, higher beings, messages for Pisces on those higher frequencies, on those frequencies that allow for personal development, personal growth, introspection, retrospection, that allows them to move forward. What do we have for Pisces? What's the theme, Spirit? That's a lot. What did I say? The Hangman. So a change of perspective, something it is you're needing to see differently. Seven of Coins. Pulling something that harvesting something you've planted, and then you have the Two of Coins, some form of balance. But the thing about the Two of Coins, with this particular imagery, there is balance. But if you've noticed, the silver coin sits higher than the gold coin. Now there's balance here, but maybe there's more favor on one side of this balance than the other, but it's still balanced nonetheless. I feel like this is the type of balance where someone is lacking the other person, or the other associated being has what the other person is lacking. And I also feel like vice versa. But this is good. So the Hangman, the Seven of Coins, and then the Two of Coins. Is it possible that you need to see a different perspective or a different side of something that it is you worked on? Maybe you need to find some different perspective on that. And then with the Two of Coins, like I said, there is still balance there. So I feel like maybe there's a message of refocusing yourself, like I said earlier, and then balancing yourself. What else do we have here, Spirit? The Five of Coins. Feeling left out. Feeling left out in the cold. Feeling like you're not enough. Feeling like you don't have enough. Seeing, feeling like you're down on your luck. But also noticing that right in that window, there's a light that is shining in for you. And it's also, I feel like, some form of help that is readily available to you if only you look up. What else do we have here, Spirit? Three of Swords. Some sense of heartbreak. But Pisces, I'm wondering if this is even your energy. And actually, I'm gonna set this off to the side so we can specifically clarify this, because honestly, right now, Pisces, I don't see or I don't honestly feel any form of like heartbreak. I do feel Pisces, you're healing. You're actually in a good space of healing from some sense of heartbreak, or from some sense of something that didn't mean you well. And honestly, I don't even necessarily feel like it's love, because keeping in mind, swords are about what's in the mind. And I'm wondering, is this some past love, or is this some past heartbreak? But what else do we have, Spirit? Ace of Swords. So you know what? Honestly, that does make sense. I feel like with the Five of Coins, with the Three of Swords, and with the Ace of Swords, I feel like there's someone who wants to come in and express some sense of feeling like they were left out in the cold because of something that may have possibly transpired between and you and them. And what I'm seeing, of course, there's Earth energy here, but I feel like the incoming energy is possibly an air sign: Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo. But the thing about this is, I don't see any healing here. I only see pain. Five of Coins, feeling like you're left out in the cold. Three of Swords, some sense of heartbreak. So it's grounded and it's air energy. And like, I feel like this is possibly weighing someone down. And like, I feel like with the Ace of Swords, there's some incoming message of someone wanting to address something. What else do we have, Spirit? Hey y'all, it's hot outside. It's like really hot outside, and like I'm good right now, but it's still beautiful outside. Like the sun is shining like extra bright, but man, it's like really nice outside. I'm gonna step outside for a second, but I can't do like 90+ degree weather. It's just not comfortable. Spirit, what else do we have incoming for Pisces? Oh, Temperance. Pisces, I feel like your focus is on alchemizing something that you have working internally. Um, there's such a connectivity to your emotions, as well as to spirit, that I feel like your focus right now is on healing. It's on what are my dreams, what is it I see about me. I feel like you're considering yourself first before you consider anyone else. I feel like you are working on grounding yourself. I feel like Pisces are really good when it comes to the emotional front. Some Pisces are moving into spaces where they are becoming more like the King of Cups, where they are more mature about their emotions. They know when to, they know when not to, they know levels of restraint. I feel like when it comes down to communication, once you've mastered your emotions, Pisces, you grow into a space where you're able to communicate things on a level where both parties leave feeling like they've gained something. They feel like there is some form of resolution. They don't feel like there'll be some continued source of fighting. But I feel like you're just working on that inner peace. You're working on alchemizing those things that you have on the inside of you. Spirit, what else do we have here? Page of Wands. Some sense of new exuberance, some new passion, something that it is you learned, especially in coming with the temperance. I feel like there's going to be some new form found action, maybe small, maybe like a small risk at first, but I feel like it has a possibility of growing to be something big. Because one thing I do know about Pisces, if you really truly do believe in what it is you're going after, you're going to test the waters. And when you see that those waters are fruitful and there's some sense of fulfillment with you there, you become in essence this butterfly, or you become, or we can equate it back to the water, you become a fish that's very fluid, something sometimes like a salmon. Instead of swimming downstream, you'll swim upstream to exercise those muscles to see what's on the other side of the stream. What else do we have here, Spirit? Queen of, yeah, the Queen of coins. Somebody looking good. Y'all see how good she look? She is lavish and resting in what it is she's worked on. And honestly, the understatement of the black lets you know that she's not extremely focused on herself, but she is feeling beautiful. She's feeling seductive. She's feeling grounded. She's feeling rich. And then we have the Nine of Cups. So I feel like, Pisces, you are in a space where something is going to be extremely emotionally fulfilling for you. But I feel like you're working on the self before you get the partner. You're becoming that Queen of Coins, that person who is extremely grounded, that person who wants to nourish and who wants to help the family and who wants to be the advocate for the family, and not necessarily with language, but with actions, with the grounding, with the work. There's a lot going on here, Pisces, and honestly, it's all good energy. But I'm wondering what this Three of Swords is, and I'm wondering, is this possibly you? Spirit, what's the Four of Coins, Three of Swords, and the Ace of Swords? Yo. Page of Coins and the Queen of Swords. That's very interesting. So this is definitely an air sign from what I'm seeing with the Ace of Swords, with the Queen of Swords, some incoming message of some possible opportunity that would stabilize and that would ground you. But the thing about Page of, well, coins in general is they're slow moving, y'all. They're slow moving. There's someone here who's taking their time with some form of message, but with the Queen of Swords coming in, it is definitely calculated. It's someone who does know how to communicate. Someone who's down to get to the nitty gritty of matters. This could also be someone who is very skilled with their levels of communication and their diction. Spirit, what's the Page of Coins on the Queen of Swords? People are interesting, man. I feel like people don't really start paying attention to you again, or feeling like you're not it, and to excuse my language, but they don't start acting like that until you start acting like a fuck boy or a fuck girl or whatever. And what I mean when I say that is, I'm not necessarily talking about somebody who's running around the streets, who's sleeping with multiple people. That's not what I'm talking about, because if you do know anything about those particular kind of people, they're actually more selective than people who are even abstinent, from my own personal experiences. But I feel like someone's taking their time with something because they're watching, they're observing you, they're trying to gauge where you are with things. And I feel like it's possible that they're trying to figure out where you are in life, to see if they can even approach you again. Yeah, with the Six of Cups at the bottom of this deck. Six of Cups. Can't be focused. Focus. Six of Cups. Somebody's reminiscing. Somebody's thinking. But also with that imagery there, there's an eye there. And like, I feel like somebody's watching. They're watching. They're observing to see if it's possible for them to approach you, because I feel like this heartbreak that this person may be experiencing or reminiscing on is something that maybe they did. Because with the Five of Coins being here, with this person feeling like they're being left out in the cold, most experiences that I do have with Pisces, let's just say this was a mature Pisces who was really invested in the relationship. This Pisces is going to do almost whatever it takes, almost to the point of sacrificing themselves at times to make sure that the other parties are okay. At times dimming in light, and sometimes, as I said, just sacrificing, continually sacrificing. I feel like because you moved into a space of the Queen of Coins, of grounding yourself, of working on you, on alchemizing some kind of change that it is you want to see, because everything you need is already on the inside of you. With the Page of Wands taking some action to put that into place, with the Queen of Coins grounding yourself to a point where you become masterful in a way that you also get the Nine of Cups, the emotional fulfillment. I feel like they see all of this. And now, because you are in a space where you are doing great, they're good. You're good. They don't want to see you doing that without them. And I'm sorry I haven't put out any coins, but that's what I'm getting from all of this. I'm getting from this. I don't see anybody doing anything malicious. Like, I don't see any of that. I just see somebody reminiscing about maybe possibly the good times that you guys shared, and it's put them back into a place of feeling like they're being left out in the cold, feeling like they're heartbroken, and now they want to approach you. What's all of this, Spirit? What's the message? Four of Swords. That's why it's taking long, Pisces. This person is moving from the Three of Swords to the Four of Swords. They are in some space where they're meditating, they're thinking about. I feel like they're trying to get to a space where they're trying to restore their mind, with the imagery of those assumed arms on the person's head or behind their head in the state of relaxation, definitely pointing to the crown chakra. I feel like this is someone who is in a state of healing, meditating, thinking about maybe possible their actions in the situation. I don't see the actions here, but I do see this person moving from that space, and like I feel like with the Four of Swords here, there's healing, and maybe pretty soon they will be approaching you. What's the Four of Swords, Spirit? Okay. The Knight of Coins. Yeah, I feel like with the Knight of Coins appearing here as well, you know, I feel like they've moved into a space where they have matured from the Page of Coins to the Knight of Coins. And like I do feel like there is some incoming offer, and it does come with a lot of light. It does come with a lot of warmth. It does come with a lot of care. It does come with a lot of time. I feel like this person knows that with approaching you, Pisces, they need to bring something substantial. I'm not talking about amount. I'm not talking about price. I'm talking about something of worth, something of value, something that means something, something that they took their time on. And I feel like this person, even with all this heartbreak, even with being left out in the cold, this is somebody who took some time to know you. This is somebody who took some time to know you. And like I feel like with all of the changes that you made, they're matching your energy. You moved into a space of, yes, you're the Pisces, but you moved into a space of grounding energy. You moved into the energy of the Queen of Coins. And Pisces, I feel like you're able to do that because you are Pisces. You are, in essence, the last zodiac sign. You spent the block 11 times before you became the Pisces, and you learned a lot of things around the curve. So I feel like this person knows you so well that from the Queen of Swords, they changed their approach from maybe some sense of sharp communication or always talking to a sense of patience, slower, thoughtful movement, and then grounded that to match your energy. I feel like this is actually a good offer for you, Pisces. I don't know who this is intended for, but I feel like if this was someone in your space, and maybe it was something simple, because I'm not really feeling any heavy energy here, Pisces. I'm feeling an energy of something that just didn't work out. I feel like both of you all were in mutual ground and understood that at whatever particular time, whenever time this ended, it ended because it needed to. Because two persons needed to mature as two individuals to possibly come together to create whole individuals living a together experience where there is balance, where there is time taken, where there is a change of perspective. Hence our theme being the Hangman, the Seven of Coins, and the Two of Coins. Pisces, this is beautiful, honestly. I feel like there's two people here who took some time to grow, to develop in their own ways to match energies. Any advice, Spirit? Okay. Queen of Wands. Pisces, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. If you want to dance, dance. If you want to go to a mountaintop and just stretch your arms out and feel the rays of the sun, do it. I feel like there has been a time and a space where you have been stagnant, where things haven't been so fun, where there's been a lot of pain, there's been a lot of hurt, there's been a lot of misunderstandings, there's been a sense of honestly alchemizing who you are. And even though the hangman has not showed, excuse me, not the hangman but the hermit, even though the hermit hasn't showed up here, I felt like Pisces, you moved into a space where you took some time to understand who you are so you can come out into the world and say, this is who I am, not by using your words, not by using your emotions, but by simply embodying who you are as an individual, hence that grounding energy. What else do we have for advice, Spirit? Oh, they quiet. Maybe that's all the advice you need. Yeah, Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I think there's just a message here of you needing to explore that fire side of you, honestly, to put in some action. Because like I feel like with some incoming offer here, maybe you just need to have a little fun. Spirit, what else do we have for advice? Okay. Judgment. I feel like you also need to put an ending to things that don't really serve you. I do. But no, with the judgment here, like I feel like there's a regrounding here, and that's some sense of an ending for rebirth. I feel like Pisces, you're emerging to be this individual that people could possibly admire, that they do see as exuberant, that they do want to be inspired from, because wands are also about inspired action. One more for advice, Spirit. Oh, that quiet, y'all. All right, there we go. Knight of Cups. I feel like with the Knight of Cups, there's some sense of resting in some form of emotion, because Knight of Cups, they're masterful. They're about emotions. They're good writers. They're good. They could possibly be good poets. They understand the art and nature of romance. I feel like with romance, that's something that you take your time with. I feel like there's a message of grounding, a message of taking your time, a message of understanding who you are as an individual so that you can show the world who you are. But like I also feel like with the Knight of Cups, there is some form of an offer coming in for something that could emotionally fulfill you. Is it possible that it's all of this in work that you went on, or is it possible that it is this person that's now incoming to you slowly with this offer of something that could emotionally fulfill you? I get good vibes from this, Pisces. I get really good vibes from this. But yeah, I hope this message was helpful to you. I definitely enjoyed this. It's nice to actually have a good message come through because as a tarot reader, man, sometimes we deal with some awful treacherous energies, but we want to get the messages across to you guys. But I hope you have a good day. Have a good one, Pisces.